go into the light a little bit.
Hi there. Hi, Atlantis. Hi, Gator. Hi, Amber.
Wow.
Hey, hey. What happened? Fine, fine. Who's talking? Oh, Galen. Hi. Hi.
Ooh, we already hear so many voices. Um.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's weekend. I'm always fine on the weekend.
The weekend is a
Wow,
fabulous
this is
time.
interesting. I hear so many voices. I should do the.
So many voices. I
Should
hear
do.
someone talking from inside.
That's weird.
Yes, Drax is doing the thing
That
where
is
it
weird.
starts the thing.
Quiet, you guys! No, no, you can talk, but it's interesting because there should be a fair amount of audio occlusion, but I think with the new update that may have killed some of the audio occlusion.
I can't mix up my phone.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're streaming, we're streaming, we're streaming,
And
and we're streaming, we're
the app is
streaming,
fun and it makes you sweat.
Oh, yeah. It's
and we're
That's
not
something I
supposed
had
streaming,
to
to.
be
and
sweaty.
we're sounding good,
Yeah. And my app is always
and
log out a little sooner than I would like.
alrighty. Okay, cool. Okay, so people are starting to tune in
There will be
on the YouTube stream, so I'm just going to
hello.
keep the camera fairly static
People joining the event today.
and keep it fairly static, keep it fairly static. Oh,
Always busy at
you know what?
night.
I need to prep the. Oh, the URL for the
Something quick
Draxies.
and
What time
simple.
is
We
it?
know
5 minutes to
we have some pod
showtime.
race in VR now too.
Five
This is
minutes to
for the
showtime.
Netflix
Blah
series
blah
on
blah blah
Netflix, but
blue.
we couldn't see them.
And I'm
Now it's enough to watch
copying
it.
for
Just need to
later.
activate the I don't know how they
Actually,
call it, but
I can copy
basically
this right
trailers
now
so that they are also shown in
into
VR.
the
Just
chat.
incredible.
Are you talking
All
about
right,
the
guys.
balloon
Uh,
thingy?
let's do this.
Yes,
And
I'm
everything. All
excited
right,
about
guys.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Looking
post
forward
it
to that.
into here
Exactly.
nearby.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'll just put that here for now.
And some performance going better. I had
All
problems
right, people are already tuning in YouTube, which is cool. And I think we're on Twitch
with
also. I don't know, really know how that
and
works. No, but seriously, I do know how it works. Hi, this is
yeah.
Dragster, and we're about to do some Atlas hopping. We're about to go to a bunch of new experiences. Whoops.
Right? We have to learn these things.
Interesting. My arms are not
They're very important.
behaving well. Oh, here they are. Puppet, puppet, puppet. And as you can see, I have a puppet. Today's Creature Edition.
And I was a good
And
puppet.
Creature Edition means that folks can grab something from Ravioli store or from Theanine. So go to the marketplace, type in Theanine, that's Theanine. The direct links are on YouTube, by the way. Um, or ravioli, just like the Italian noodle thingy.
Bless you.
Um,
So
and grab a puppet. Ravioli has a whole bunch of really cool puppets that are free on the marketplace, and you can grab it right there. And join us with creature. So I'm this big Muppet, this Dragster Muppet, which is, I don't know. I think it's so totally awesome. It is really silly, and Ravioli is a little bit, like, oh, it's not perfect. The fingers poke through and stuff, and all that. But you know what? I really love it, and it fits perfectly in the world that we are premiering today. It's a new world called Welcome to the Draxies, work in
I
progress,
have you while I watch the
and we'll go there first.
you
So,
told me what
okay, we have a whole bunch of folks looking on YouTube. Who are you and where are you watching from?
hello.
Who are you and where are you watching from? Type that into YouTube. Oh, I was gonna say something else too, before we actually go upstairs and meet the crowds. We put the headset on. Here should be a book. Oops, the book is gone. Where's that book? There should be a book. Is the book somewhere over
It's
here?
really tricky. There is an Chadwick
Oh, somebody took
animated
that
already in
book.
3D Studio Max, and
Dang,
that's
because there was
really
Jeremy Bailenson book, and Jeremy Bailenson will actually be here in the
highly
basement
visible, and you can switch
in a
the
new show
the
that we're
speed
gonna
between
do,
the footage
which is
tattoos.
kind of a more
But
in-depth
you
conversation, a one-on-one conversation.
you
Here's the
can
book.
take a reference from a video
Infinite Reality is
and
his first book.
found it like now this is what's going on.
The hidden
This is how this
blueprint of our virtual lives.
he's basically doing
And he wrote a book that just came out now. It's called Experience on Demand, which is the follow-up to this book. Just going to throw this down. And Jeremy will be here in the basement on the 16th. Wow, do I even fit through here? All right, so let me check on the YouTube, folks. Here's the book. The book fell down. Taking off the headset. Who is watching on YouTube? Alfie is watching. Hey, Alfie, what's up? We're gonna go hopping in just a minute. I'm gonna go upstairs now. Actually, oh, it's 1 minute to showtime, so I better go up. I'm just wiping my lenses on the Oculus. And I think I'm gonna go. I'm ready to go upstairs. So, this is a puppet made by Ravioli, and you can grab it from Marketplace, store.sansar.com, and grab it for free from Ravioli. You gotta just type in Ravioli, typing Ravioli, typing it into the keyboard, into the search bar, and oh, okay. So I'm gonna go upstairs now, and meet the crowds. I'm kind of afraid of the crowds, and the crowds may be afraid of me. And also what I noticed, but well, maybe Ebbe is here so I can ask him, is that the audio occlusion is a little bit different, less active, it seems to me. So that means we hear too many voices. Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at them crowds. Hello, my friends. Hello. Hello. Everybody is dressed up nicely except for Galen. He can go home. Sorry.
No, you can't go home.
No, you can stay. And Jasmine
looks awesome. What are you talking about?
Well, I made the specific request that we show up in weird costumes. Like, for example, I don't know who this is. What's her name? Daisy Gator. Oh my God, look at her. What's up with that?
Yeah, I thought there might be lots of alligators here today, but apparently not.
How did you come in here? I thought you can't come into Harvest.
I managed it in the end. Actually, I started fiddling with all the settings on my computer. I'm half expecting it to explode in a minute.
Linden Lab are magicians. I think the new update is awesome. Okay, here we got radio. Okay, let me just say hello to each and every one of you, because as you know, I live in my mom's basement. Oh, that joke is getting old too. But I'm always grateful, and I'm working through childhood trauma, that when I come out of this house, that there's always people there, because my youth was very solitary, and it was very sad, and I played with little Muppets. Okay, people are already getting bored. Since Strawberry is not here, Ryan, it's your job to shut me up. So when I go off the rails...
Really? You mean that you're actually going to give me a job to shut you up?
Well, Ryan, this is your big chance. I mean, this is like a job interview.
Luck.
Are there benefits?
Oh, there are full benefits. There is a bonus. You know, we could talk about a little trip to Hawaii if you're really want it. If you're really good at it. Ryan, why have you been away so long?
Oh, I haven't really been away that long. It's just that I'm taking a bit of a break from blogging, and I had some stuff going on last weekend, so I missed the entire episode. Sorry about that.
That was a good one. Strawberry is not here with us today because she has real-life commitments. Oh, here's Andy Warhol. Hello, Andy. Radioactive, here's Cerberus, and here is Debbie. Debbie looks very good. I approve. Cerberus also. And here, who is this? Enchantress. Now, this is amazing. How did you make this thing?
Cat made it.
Oh my God. Can you talk a little bit more? Because I can see your eyes.
Yeah, the nose wiggles up and down a little bit. It's cute.
This is super cute. Who do we have here in the back? Amber, come closer. Don't be afraid. We're very friendly. This is not VR chat. This is Sansar. There's no knuckles. There might be a few knuckleheads, but no knuckles. Amr actually will get a t-shirt because he won a t-shirt. for Atlas hopping, and that will be mailed to him, and then he can wear it next time. Here's Kathy Foyle. I remember Kathy Foyle from, where do I remember you from? Second Life, right.
Yeah.
Kathy,
I hope so.
Yeah. Kathy, you gotta mute your mic a little bit. Here is Ori Len, and here is Space Sailor. Hello! Okay, so what are we gonna do today? That's really, you guys are like on fire. Okay, so today we're going to go to a world that I made only with Paint 3D. Okay? Daisy also helped me. Daisy made some items, and I actually don't know how you made them in Blender, right?
A bit of a mixture. Part of it was Paint 3D, and a few of them were in Blender.
Okay, so I'm gonna paste this in the chat right now. Actually, it is in the chat. Is it in the chat already? The world?
Yeah. The experience.
All right. So the thing is that this world. Oops, sorry, my mic went out. I wanted to show that. Oh, here's also a gecko. Hey, wait a minute. Is this Shyla? Shyla, are you in here? Okay.
Hi, Shyla.
Oh yeah, just say it.
I am in here.
Hello,
Shyla,
Shyla.
what's
That
up?
looks awesome.
Oh my God.
You look great.
Well, thank you so much. It always feels great to be in a theanine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. Is this theanine? Who's here?
Theanine is not here.
This is Ryan. Hi.
Hey, Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Careful, Ryan will befriend you.
I just did.
He's relentless.
All right. So no coming in from the rear, Ryan.
And okay, so since Shyla is here, let me just say that. Oh my God, Galen has a fly head. Oh, this is awesome. So Shyla has an avatar. Shyla actually appeared yesterday on a new show, which is kind of a one-on-one talk show, which will happen on Fridays every other week. And Shyla's avatar was made by Theonine. You can grab it on Marketplace right now. It's not Shyla's avatar is unique, but there's a version that you can buy, and if you want to support the awesome stuff that Theonine makes for us and others and himself, then please grab that avatar. Shyla, what's the significance of that avatar? Here's Theonine. Oh my God.
There's Theonine.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
Hi, Amber. Adding you as friends.
See, I told you Ryan is going to add you as friends. Did you add Shyla?
Yes, I did.
Check this out, Theonine. So, Shyla, what are you happy with this gecko? Because the gecko looks different than your Second Life gecko. It's a little bit.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I look more like a super gecko.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks more like my chest is made of steel, you know. So
yeah,
that way when I hit the computer with my hand, things and it falls on my chest, I won't have booby damage.
Hi there.
Hey,
Does my mic work?
Yeah, we can.
Oh,
hear
hey.
you.
The gator is on the store now, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh, how exciting!
So then let's
Hey,
do
there's
this.
Gator.
Let's do this before we go to the thing. Shyla's interview yesterday was really amazing, and you guys should really listen to it because Shyla, if you want, well, you say it in the interview too. You are disabled. You have to be on a chair, and your computer is on a platform in front of you, your laptop. And we put the Vive up for you, and that was actually quite an ordeal, but we made it happen. You made it happen. Your caregiver made it happen. And you have VR. But yesterday on the show, we talked about inclusion for people with disabilities. So it was a really fascinating conversation that I think everybody should listen to and really kind of contemplate where we go with these virtual worlds. All right? So, Daisy, going to you. You have a ravioli version of yourself. Would you mind?
Yeah.
Would you mind changing to the Theonine version of yourself? It's like.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are such
Okay.
such celebrities now that you have like you have like the top creators. They just make stuff for you. I mean, how
I'll
does
be
it...
right back.
Hey, you know what, Daisy? We'll meet you. We're gonna go to the Draxis experience now, and then we'll meet you over there.
Okay, right.
Okay, cool.
And
Okay, we'll see you
I hate
over
to
there.
say this, Drax, but
Yeah.
I wanted to come and say hello to everybody,
Yeah.
but I cannot stay.
No, Daisy. Okay.
I cannot stay, but I wanted to say
Okay.
hello to everyone, and I will with you all again, and I swear that is the scariest Drax I've ever seen in my life.
Is it scarier than the real-life Drax who visited you in Chicagoland?
Well, yeah, now that you put it that way.
It's pretty scary.
Oh, sorry, my hands. Oh, I'm sorry. That
Let's see,
wasn't
I'm
mean to.
getting chats here.
I'm sorry. I was just putting down my. I was
Okay,
putting down my.
Drax, it is my job to tell you to stop talking and let's go.
Okay.
Let's go to the next place.
Ryan, you got the job. You got the job.
Okay. See you at Draxis.
Okay, so it's in the chat, and let's go. Bye, Shyla. Bye, Shyla.
Bye,
We'll see you.
everybody. Have a great time.
Bye, Sean. Have a great day.
All right, awesome. So this is Meet the Draxis, and I actually, I'm going to summarize what the experiment here is, the purpose, if there is a purpose. I don't know. Oh no! Don't tell me I put the. Oh no! I put the teleport portal too close. God, crap. Let's see what happens. There's a teleport portal. And it's really close to the spawn point. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the island. Okay, everybody else is still there. Are they? Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go to the Draxis. Nah! Oh, you know what? Probably because somebody was standing there. Was it Ari? That kind of bumped me into the teleport portal. Alright, so I'm teleporting back to the Draxis, and very close to the spawn point is a teleport. Ah, here we go. Cool.
Wow, this is really something, Drax. You did a very good job.
Yeah, and let me just briefly say, and then maybe you guys can ask questions or whatever. This was an experiment because, you know, Ryan, I embrace professional creators, but my constituency and my passion is to encourage people to make stuff themselves. And this is an ongoing discussion that we're having on the podcast and so on and so forth, is that right now, a lot of feedback that I get is people are very discouraged about Sansar, that they cannot be at the table of creation, that the playing field is not level like it is in second.
Yeah, and I've already responded to that by saying that's not true, because there are tools like Microsoft 3D Paint,
exactly,
where you can create and import stuff. Now, I know there was a limitation where you couldn't import linked articles directly from Microsoft 3D Paint. How did you get around that?
Exactly. So first of all, you are to blame that I made this, because you inspired me to see if I just doodle away like a crazy doodler and just put that stuff out there, if that works. So it works just fine. If you export the FBX from Paint 3D, you can freely doodle away. Then you put it into Blender.
Okay.
You unwrap the mesh there. It's very easy. And Vasai is not with us. I'm going to get there. I hope that Vasai will make a little tutorial, because Vasai, who is known in this community, a wonderful guy, he then...
Alfie, hi!
Vasai put a Blender workflow together, which is very straightforward, to optimize the stuff, and then it can be imported. Now, that already sounds kind of convoluted, but the point is, we're going to put out a tutorial, and it's really super easy. You can go to Paint 3D, which comes with Microsoft 10.
I'm familiar with it. And I think it's great that we've got an easy workaround for the export of linked objects, which was the problem with Paint 3D.
That was the problem.
And if you can, and the results are spectacular. So I'm looking forward to seeing Vasi's tutorial because I think we need to share this information.
Absolutely, and I hope that then they put it out and maybe Torley already made a little Paint 3D thing. I can only say I am really not a 3D modeler at all, but I love.
How did you make the ground so bouncy?
Well, these little things are bouncy. You can just add that in the.
You made them. You made the things bouncy, not the ground. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm impressed as hell.
Okay, so a few things here. Daisy over here. Here's the Theanine version of Daisy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Look at that. Please touch her.
Theanine give her a little. Such good work.
Give her a little caress here.
Fully working jaws.
I am afraid that if I touch you, I'm going to lose a finger, though.
Yeah, right. These jaws work because you can see.
It's wonderful.
When I speak.
Can you see that?
And when I eat a jaw.
What happens if you eat fish? Does the jaw also?
Yeah, I'm sure the jaws work then.
I mean, this is absolutely stunning, Theanine and Daisy. Daisy, do you feel like you're so used to your Second Life Gator? How does that feel when you go into this one now? Is that like?
It's a bit different. Yeah. It'd probably take a little sort of adjusting, I suppose.
Guys, can you see how the eyes roll and the?
Yeah, it's great having working jaws.
The eyes move too. Very well done. What happened to Theanine? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Very well done, Theanine.
Theanine, let me. I need to pat Theanine on the head. Where is he? Where did he go?
I think he just disappeared.
Oh, he was. I was coming over to. Can I tap you on the head? No, I'm gonna log off. Okay, so here you can see all this stuff was doodled by me, except for these wonderful mushrooms, and except for this wonderful portal. Don't go too close to the portal because there's a teleport already in there. I actually got teleported away because I was too close to the spawn point. Is a little too close to the portal.
I did as well earlier.
Right. So, and please, let's go over here. This white picket fence is made, and I know I'm crazy.
Why are there two Cerberuses right now? This is very strange.
I cloned myself.
How did you do that?
Wait, there's two Cerberuses.
Yes. So I can have a conversation with myself now. Hey man, you're doing an awesome job. I love you. Come here, brother.
Cerberus, you are a little too easily entertained. What can I say?
He vanished.
Wait, was that really when you crashed, or did you sign on with two different accounts?
No, it's just when you crash at the moment, it can happen that there is a mirror of you staying there. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. It happened to me once, but I didn't know. I was walking up to myself, and then I disappeared. I was not aware that in some cases you can actually go, like you can go that close.
I don't know if you crash very fast. It can be you can even make a whole army of yourself.
We should do that. Okay, you're giving me bad ideas, Cerberus. Next Atlas hopping is called Army of, I don't know.
Me.
Army of Me. Yeah, there you go.
That's a great song.
Theanine, I was just gonna tap you on the head a little bit here because you did a very good job. Let me see here. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice, doggy. Very nice. So I want to say also the Smurf house in the back there is also not by me. That's also made of Theanine. And if you look over here, there's a giant dragster doodle. Do you guys see the dragster doodle over there?
Yes.
And you may have seen our excursion into VR chat. And I sent that to Linden Lab, by the way. It's unlisted, but I'll send it to you. It took me 6 minutes to rig this avatar for VR chat. 6 minutes. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
You go to mixamo.com, you throw it in there, then you go to the VR chat SDK in Unity, and you assign the skeleton, and then boom, it's up there. So this ease of use to get, I'm not suggesting that Linden Lab should copy that model. It's still a little convoluted, but Linden Lab, I think, needs to find a way to make avatar customization the #1 priority. What do you guys think?
I completely agree, but I'm obviously biased.
You're very biased.
I think it's very important because that's the first thing people want.
Right. Oh, Andrew.
The one
Hey, hi. How are
Andrew
you?
23. Hello, Draxter.
And Andrew
I'm-
23. What happened with
My
Andrew
fir-
22? Is he dead?
No, 23 is a special number to me, actually. So
Oh, I see Illuminati and all that stuff. I get it.
not so much that, but it's a special number. But I've been wanting to go on your world hopping for months now.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here.
Yeah, I've seen you in high
Amber,
fidelity.
turn
and-
off your
and around.
microphone. You're echoing. Thank you.
Who is echoing?
Oh no, Amr is.
That was
Amr.
Amber's microphone.
Oh, okay.
Andrew.
Yeah.
and tell me, what do you think about the Avatar thing? I mean, because some people may disagree with it. Some people say, well, you know what, it's about the experience. Then you just hop into like a body off the shelf.
No, it's part of who you're displaying yourself as, your mood, who you want to be that day, how you're represented. It's extremely important. It's the first thing when I go into any of the worlds. I want an avatar, and I want it easily because I'm not a developer, I'm not a coder, and stuff like that. So I think it's very important. I mean, High Fidelity is dealing with that too. So
right.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to have a twofold system. We're going to have the existing humanoid system with the clothing options in the fashion market.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to allow us at some point to do what they're doing at VR Chat and High Fidelity, where you basically create and rig your own avatar that replaces the humanoid avatar.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be the best approach.
I think that would be a good approach.
Yeah.
VR Chat is very popular because of the wild diversity of avatars that you can create.
Yes.
And I think that there's going to be pressure on Linden Lab to do something similar. But I still think that the winning option is having both options.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Humanoid.
I completely agree.
And then
I agree.
non-humanoid.
I agree.
But look around us. Look at all the non-humanoid avatars already with the limitations that we've got in Sansar.
Again, and then
People
you know
are
what,
building
Ryan,
on top of that.
And Ryan, this is a testament. I mean, this is very akin to kind of what happened in Second Life, because it's really the kind of ingenuity with people. I'm not satisfied with this. I'm gonna I'm gonna find a way around this. Thea9 says, screw it. I'm just gonna make a whole bodysuit. And then Ravioli said, oh, marvelous designer. I'm just gonna make a whole bodysuit zipper wise. And then here's Galen says, I want to have a head that looks like oh my god, this other Muppet scares me. Yeah, but I think we all agree with the importance of the Avatar piece, and I mean, as Ebbe always says, it's a resource game and it's a prioritization game. With any company, I guess. They have
I like the philosophy at 85% you. If you're going to serious situations, I like that idea where 85% is you, 15% you look a little thinner, a little prettier, have better hair. Yeah, exactly. About having to work out.
Exactly.
That's for me. Yep. But anyway, the avatars is a huge thing, I think.
Oops, Galen here. Galen, you have a little bit soft audio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe you're speaking to the wrong microphone. Jasmine, I was going to ask
you.
Are you
Ryan the blogger?
I am Ryan the blogger. I am temporarily taking a break, but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
okay,
great.
Galen,
So,
you were saying...
I'm Andrew 23.
I was just saying this bug looks just like me. About 85%. Me.
Yeah, that's 85 you and 15%.
Glad you like the blog.
You don't look like a bug. You're so silly.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
How about you, Jasmine?
Into a book on social VR.
I need to ask you.
Social VR worlds will be out next year.
Oh, it's so loud.
And so therefore, I'm doing a lot of world hopping in many places, and it'll be interview style through the
that'll be
voice.
Something. I'd be very interested to read your book when you do release it.
Andrew, we need to be quiet now because I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
You're writing a book. Cool. I read
social VR.
That is awesome. Mm-hmm. What is the key to social VR? Why will social VR survive or die? Because isn't the VR market so fragmented? Isn't Steam full of stuff? Isn't when I buy the Oculus, I already have 1,000 games? Why do I need Sansar? Why do I need High Fidelity? Why?
That's what the book's about. It's going to be meeting the denizens of each of the realm, from developers to the visionaries to the artists to the It's done through interview format. I want it through their words, not me going in saying, "Well, Sansar works because of this." No, let's meet some of the characters. Let them talk about it.
Let's meet me.
Of course you'll be in it, Dragster. Of course you'll be in it.
I'm only going to be in it if you get Daisy in it, if you get Ryan in it. Where's Ryan? Is he already gone?
I'm over here.
No, Ryan.
I'm trying to be unobtrusive.
No, Ryan would be in it because you're such a chronicler of events and you have such a good perspective. Very balanced perspective of this is what we're doing, this is what other people are doing. Your comment about Endgame in VR chat that you just discovered that and how fun it to having a grown up
yes it
talk
was.
show. I love that show. I mean, but you'll be in it. Dragster's going to definitely be in it. But I have a leisurely year period to finish it. So a lot of it is gathering the stuff on Zoom and Skype for real interviews, and then coming in World and filming the interviews in here, because you can't always concentrate when you're being interviewed in World.
Right.
As much as you can if you're at your desk with your coffee inches away.
I'm so glad that you're doing this, and Ryan. I mean, as you know, when Brian and we brought this up weeks ago, when Ryan wrote about, because today is Creature Edition, and Ryan, when you wrote about this sort of gender binary approach in Sansar, and again, we need to take it with a grain of salt. It's what's happening right now. That doesn't mean that we know where the train is headed, or that the train is sort of stationary right now in sort of the male-female gender sort of roles. Hopefully not, but Ryan wrote about this, and I thought that was so important.
Yeah,
and it really sparked the discussion. It actually sparked some backlash too, some kind of nasty, frankly, backlash against that. Against your proposal that we have to think a lot broader.
If I can plug it in.
Well, there was some negative backlash on the Facebook group that I had cross-posted that to, but you're right, yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it. I think we need to stick to schedule and
right. We need to stick to schedule. Strawberry's not here.
Good thing Ryan's here to keep everything on schedule.
Look, guys, this is.
You have no idea how hard this is.
Why do you guys always rush? You need to be in the moment. You need to go with the flow. Look, my mom was a teacher.
You're not American, Dragster, are you?
Oh, I lived in America half of my life, and I'm married to an
schedules.
American. I know. There's soccer, and then there's baseball. Actually, soccer only until the kids are 12, because then they got to do a real sport. They got to go baseball or whatnot. Anyways.
Hey, Ebbe. How's it going, man?
Ebbe. Hi.
Ebbe. Oh, my God. Here he is.
Hi, Ebbe.
I'm hiding behind a tree.
Like that's gonna help.
We can't see you. You're so invisible back there.
If Ebbe can't see us, we can't see him. That's how it works.
We'll have to search the
Drax,
world.
he needs to wrap it up, and we need to go to the next experience.
This is my show, Ryan, and I don't have anything else to do.
You told me that it was my job to keep you on track.
I know. Witness, you put him in charge.
Right.
Hey, Ryan,
you need to listen to him.
I'm actually testing him. I'm testing him. He was almost getting fired.
I need a wristwatch on.
Yeah, a big clock that Dragster could see.
Guys, I'm going to say just a couple more things about this experience, and then we're going to go to the next. So, this white picket fence, by the way, I just made this as an experiment out of individual pieces I uploaded from Paint 3D, and then because I wanted to have that prim making feel, and I assembled the whole thing in here. Okay, so these birds are also made by Daisy. The snails over there are made by Daisy. The beach balls, the little the soccer goals. And so let's go over here. And again, since Ebbe just arrived, Ebbe, this was all made in Paint 3D. Where is he? Is he gone already?
No, he's standing behind, right there.
So all this was made in Paint 3D, just sort of completely stream of consciousness doodle, then unwrapped in Blender. Vasai made a little workflow to optimize it for Sansar, and then we pushed it into Sansar, and boom, there you go. So it's a completely different visual aesthetic, and I wanted to prove that people don't... Oh, Eb is walking backwards. He's doing his morning workout. That's crazy. Oh, that was good. Run backwards again. That was awesome.
Drax, did you make this figure of yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and Eben knows it because I sent him the little clip, and we don't need to belabor the point, but this doodle into VRChat rig took me 6 minutes, and that's just because you can rig it in Mixamo.
How long did it take to make that big turd over there?
The big turd? Oh. Well, that took a couple of days. Evan, if you were a elementary school art teacher, I would have to fire you by the principal. Yeah. You're killing the kids' motivation. I'm very proud of this. This was,
God.
Let me say, as a retired art teacher, that's exactly what the kids would say when they would love it.
Exactly. Yeah. And
in here, I feel like a kid, so that's what came out.
As you know, definitely need to get Vasse to put his instructions step by step for how to use Paint 3D and Blender to create stuff like this, because I think a lot of people will do this.
We're going to put it
how.
Yeah.
Some of the challenge I've heard with Paint 3D is scaling.
We figured it out. We figured it out. And awesome. Vasai's not with us today. He's working on a tough deadline. But I'll talk to Vasai, and we're going to push out a simple workflow video that makes it easy for everyone to do this. Because
that's great.
Hey, Ciaran Laval! Ciaran Laval is here. Oh my God! Hello. I'm a monster. I need to hug you.
As you can see, the puppet is completely taken over Drax at this point.
Yes. I need to touch your head. It's so military-style haircut. I love it.
Oh, Naya. Hi, how are you?
Here's Naya. Naya is very nicely...
I love your spacesuit.
Oh, it looks wonderful here, Jax.
It looks like you live here.
Happy. I do live here now.
Oh, that is adorable. Wow.
Wow,
I visited earlier.
That's
it's wonderful
awesome.
Good here.
And actually, I wanted to say one more thing. What we also... Oh, are you kissing me?
No, I'm hugging you. Because I'm happy for you. It's another new place and it's super pretty here.
I think she was probing you.
When I
wouldn't dare. With this much company.
When I kiss Naya, it smells like glass. I don't know why.
Oh no, that's not good.
I was also gonna say, Vasai and I had this idea, and also, when we put this together, and now with all the body tracking, you can really imagine making a easy animated kids show. Just, what we need is a camera switching system, or maybe we need a couple different camera people to film it. But we can enact little skits. We can enact it like on a stage. Just in here, we can create different backdrops. We can write like really cool little skits and enact them and push them out. So I also see this sort of really as the future, and I think Ebbe said that in a bunch of talks also with the IK, and as it's getting better, this is real-time animation. This is a dream for any machinima maker. So anyways, let's keep moving. Oops, there's a tree that is floating in the air. Crap.
Did you see Safia's avatar?
Safia, where's Safia? I missed her. We have an open mic situation.
It's gone.
There we go.
Where?
Yeah, Zafia's here.
Zafia, look at this.
Yeah, Zafia's wearing a bodysuit by Anu, as well as some armor. And
it's animated. Oh, it's animated. Cool.
And yeah, it's got an animated texture. Yeah, it's really well done. I'm happy for myself as well. And the headpiece was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the winners of the contest back in November.
Was that Cerberus's?
That is so balloon.
Yeah, turn, do a circle.
Oh, she
Enchantress is wearing something that Cat made that head, which I think is
also awesome. I mean,
beautiful.
We really we pushed this out.
Balloon head.
I'm really proud of you guys that we pushed this out. That today is Creature Edition, and everybody's coming as a creature. For example, this. Sorry, Amber, I forgot your name. She's coming as a woman, as a female creature. Jasmine is coming as a creature that needs to bail soon because she's going to an event. And,
I know.
Oh, and Jasmine, before we go, you need to. So, did you figure out how to keep your makeup on and put an Oculus on? Or
I know, because that's the thing. I have to fix it again because I had it on the Oculus.
Yeah.
And then it makes your eye makeup run, and that's like a crisis. That's like huge. Okay, thank you.
I think that's something.
Need a big old crayon.
Somebody.
Drax?
Yes.
You told me it was my job to keep you on track, so we got to go to the next experience.
Keep me on tracks. Okay, let's go. Keep Drax on
What's
tracks.
the next one?
Well, here, come with me, my friends.
Oh my god. I have the hardest job in Sansar. Try to keep Drax on time.
Well, you wanted the job, and so the job interview is hard, I mean, I gotta, So here is, of course, wow, look at this sign. What does this sign mean?
Oh, back to harvest.
Back to harvest. And look at this here. We're not going to go back to harvest. I just want to show you if you want to go back to harvest. Look what this is. You know what this is?
Strawberry.
No, this is my real face. This is my real face.
That's not creepy at all.
Oh my god.
And this
Drax, it looks like you broke into your mother's makeup kit.
Hey, wait, I'm working, Sansa is for me working through trauma, come on. I can't afford a shrink. You
need to hold off on the eyebrow tweezer, Drax.
He needs guy liner. Where's the guy liner?
So you're saying if I touch this mask, it'll take me back to 114 Harvest?
I don't know. Maybe it takes you straight to my mom's makeup drawer. No, okay. So we're going now to Silas Merlin's experience, and it's on the other side through the portal. Silas is a wonderful artist. We've been there before, but he made a new place. He has an older computer. It's really hard for him to get in. He can get in and he can make stuff, but then he can't go into the finished experience. So we're gonna go somewhere called the Island.
Can you post a link to the chat?
No, let's go through the portal. I want to see if that works. If we go through the portal,
where's the portal?
On the other side where we came in.
Please.
So
I'm stuck.
I'm cheating. Oh, I forgot to say Daisy also made those snails.
Go to the portal. Oh my god, where's the portal?
The portal is over here. Wow, the ambient sound is very low. I have to bring it up much more. Well, okay, so this should shoot us in.
Is this your own composition, Drax?
Yeah, there's actually a bunch, but I really whipped this together so the levels, the environmental sound should be a lot louder, so I gotta review this. Okay, so I'm going through here. And if I... interesting. So if I keep the headset on... So here we go.
Oh, wow. This is a lot smaller.
Right, it's fairly small. And there's some stuff to discover.
Music. That's neat. The atmospheric music.
You know what that music is? I think I'm not sure, but there was it's Brian Eno's first iPhone app. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna verify it, but I bought it when it came out. It was the first music app for the iPhone where you touch the screen and little balls appeared, and they created the little sounds.
I love it. I'm a big fan of Brian Eno. I like his work.
Google Brian Eno iPhone app, but I don't know if it's still available. Wow, Eb is all the way up there.
I love the guy stuck on the side of the building.
Who is stuck? Oh,
there's someone stuck.
His sculpture.
The water up here is pretty cool.
Daisy, that dress works really well.
Thank you.
Where did you get the
It's
dress?
Debbie Baskerville dress.
Oh my god, that's good. That fits perfectly as if made for you. It's good.
Oh yeah, the water is really nice up here.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. It feels like we're moving.
Yeah, it does.
So can you walk in here, or do you have to teleport up? Oh, you can actually walk through.
You can climb the stairs, yeah.
Yeah, the stairs work fine.
Yeah, your avatar barely fits, Draxler.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, your hair is caught in the rocks.
Oh my!
Oh my god, my hairdresser is gonna get really upset about that.
Whoa! Like when you're in here.
Oh, I like this. This
is amazing.
Wow.
Silas
Yeah,
is an amazing
it's
artist.
nice in VR mode.
And
yeah, it's like I feel like I'm going somewhere. It's kind of wild.
I love this. This is the water outside the window.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
It's really artistic. It's distinctive too. You see some of Silas's stuff in the store, and you know it's his.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's almost how an artist should be
His real
defined.
name, Silas?
Yeah.
No, he has a different real name. It shall not be disclosed.
Silas sounds like an immortal from...
Wow, this is awesome.
I need to get a snapshot. This is cool.
Wow, we really got a total cross-section today of different aesthetics. It's amazing.
I so need to be able to take pictures inside of VR.
Yeah.
Oh, Ebbe, since you're here, can you give us the top 5 new things? You can take pictures in VR?
Oh, there you go.
No, I wish I could, I said.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
We wish that same
But if
thing.
he wishes it, he will make it happen.
I'm like one of you guys. I'm just asking for things.
Sitting down, sitting down. Sit.
Well, the good news is taking a snapshot in VR should be a lot easier to implement.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have the feature. We just need to put a freaking button somewhere.
Right.
Would be cool if it was possible to take a stereoscopic VR snapshot.
A 360 shot.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, 360
Oh.
Well,
that would be amazing.
Ebel sent you a separate message on that because 360 filming, if that is possible in the summer, I think that would be huge because we're working on a project that, a 360 project, and that would fit really neatly if we could make 360 movies in here. Oh my god.
All right.
That would rock.
Please make
no
it.
Sitting. No sitting then.
No, forget the sitting. And you have until Evan, you have until August, so you have a little time.
But being able to take pictures in the VR headset would be a definite plus for me too. So my vote.
I see so many shots I want to take, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like. Although it's nice now that you can just take your headset off and boom, you're automatically in PC mode rather than having to.
That is very good.
Press F1.
When did that feature appear?
With the latest update.
Yeah,
I just did it this morning.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh, that's
Naya.
nice.
Hello, Naya.
But I agree about the pictures because you could send them around on social media.
Yeah.
And, take pictures and then frame them in your house here and
stuff. Want to go to a lighthouse with me?
So that's not creepy at all.
It's like cooking in there.
Wait a minute.
You want to go with the alien to a lighthouse?
The show is called Atlas Hopping, not Creeping on Naya.
I can't understand how you made this.
I thought it was called
actually come in here.
How to harass people in the workplace, but I'm not working.
If you want to harass people, you're in the wrong world. You need to go to VR chat.
All right, you win. You win. That is a good one.
Into one of the public hubs. Yeah.
Drax, seeing you from this angle, I really hope that that's a belly button.
Wait, where are you? Where are you?
I'm standing on the little girl out here.
Oh, Well, I need some pants. My big butt is showing. Okay, I'm gonna hop down. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another sculpture of Silas. Oops. Let's explore, little guys. It's small, but there's some hidden little thingies here.
The water is just hypnotic.
Ah, here. I was gonna look at that too. Oh, by the way, you can purchase. Silas has some stuff on the marketplace. I bought a cat. Oh wow, this.
Silas, what a great name for a creator.
And the tragedy is that Silas cannot join us because his computer can't do it at this point. But
wow,
feel safe to be in the water.
Isn't this cool?
Looks really nice. Yes.
I think everybody who has Sansar dollars should really go to Marketplace and buy a little thing from Silas so he can buy a new computer. If we all buy a few little things, he has like this little cat for 50 Sansar dollars. It'll set you back. But of course, you also need to go to the store, and you have to buy Daisy, and you have to buy the gecko also. Right, Fear9, this is an infomercial. This is not Atlas hopping. It's an Atlas infomercial show.
Atlas commercial.
Exactly. It's Mercial hopping.
That was such a trip. I went out in the water and waded around in it and fell through somewhere where there was no ground plane or something. And it was a super awesome, weird trip.
Wait, did you go here? Where did you?
Yeah, just out in the water a bit. Okay. I just found a place where I could teleport out.
Check out the ship over there.
Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Boop. And then when you fall through, it's kind of a wild thing.
Whoa, she just fell through.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And then your VR hands kind of float around.
Yeah. The hands flutter, and then... And you still hear the music?
And I see the light. Do you see the light? And then boom. You're kind of...
Are we dead? Is this the season finale of Lost? What happened? Wait a minute. They were dead all along. God damn them.
Weird trip.
That was cool.
Don't jump into the ocean.
Yeah, put back here after falling in the water. Yeah, that's the scene that you see when you fall into the water of the beautiful sky scene.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's good. Ebbe, I just had a thought too as I was falling. I have good ideas when I'm falling. It would be really interesting.
Okay, let me push you off the ledge.
Let's try this again. It would be really cool if we could have an animated skybox. That's a tall order because of the resolution and all, but that would be cool.
Okay.
So what do you envision, like stars moving or
I can see unlimited possibilities. Clouds. I guess technically
shooting stars.
Speaking, you could already do this by creating a very large cube. 4 kilometer by 4 kilometer. But that would be interesting. Right.
Notice how when we all fell through, the frame rate didn't go to shit.
No.
Yeah.
Remember when we were in this other place? I forget who made that. Where we inside was kind of like the Aliens thing, a huge.
Right.
I haven't been there in a while. Tyler's place.
Yeah.
And then when we fell off, it was like this massive frame rate, and we didn't have that problem because we fixed that bug.
I also really got to say that the performance improvement is absolutely noticeable.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, Daisy was the first time Daisy was able to go into Harvest, and Harvest is performing so much better.
Right.
Yeah, Harvest was very laggy last week when I went in there. I saw your podcast studio downstairs.
Yeah.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Hopefully, because we did reduce
yesterday with. Oh, yeah, Epic, go ahead.
Now we did reduce the amount of data that we send around for all of these dynamic updates, whether it's avatars or dynamic objects, by a lot. So people with less bandwidth should be less constrained now.
That's great. That's wonderful.
I'm noticing it less laggy. I'm definitely from about 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Yeah,
it's. I see.
We did good when we were playing on. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, we could shoot each other very well.
Okay,
actually, if we have time,
Jasmine, this is a non-violent show. This is a kids program. I don't want to
see all the bodies.
I don't want to further the military-industrial complex. I'm a pacifist. Look at me, I'm a hippie. Oh, you're hitting me. You're hitting me. Ah, ooh, what happened in my groin area? Hell, don't look at that.
Capture each other easily.
It's private.
We did not shoot each other.
Private time.
I don't have a kick animation.
Yeah, we need to implement those Vive pucks for our feet.
Oh yeah.
This is great fun.
Hi Mario, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about it.
It's a small thing, but I do appreciate the progress meter when loading too.
Or is the hair? The red hair is really freaking cool.
Yeah, Cora did that. It's really well done.
The texture is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait,
does it move? Does your hair move? Yeah, it moves.
No, it doesn't move. No,
it doesn't.
But
when you turn your head, look, it is moving.
Yeah, it is rigged so that it looks okay when you turn your head. Yeah. But it doesn't actually move on its own. No.
Okay.
No, but it looks
beautiful. The texture's great.
You're so cute.
That's awesome.
You are so
the
cute.
great color red.
You're so cute.
You guys are
You
silly.
have nice range in there. That's great.
Do you want to get married with me? Hello? Hello?
Oh my goodness.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm working through different ideas.
Sexual
Like
harassment now?
No.
Like marriage in here.
Look, these creatures have certain traditions. That's how they traditionally mate. They go straight to the point. That's completely normal in their culture. You don't know anything about this Muppet culture. I wrote a book about it.
That's cool. They go straight to the point. That's a good one. Okay, Draxter, I heard that.
Okay, Drax, where's our next place? Where are we going?
Where's your time clock, Brian? You got to have a big time clock.
I need to have a big clock that I can beat Drax over the head with.
You need like a
I would
12-inch clock.
Yeah, a big clock.
I would like to hop over to the ship real quick and kind of soak in that atmosphere a little bit, and then
you need.
we don't have.
You need to be king of the world.
We don't have anything else set up. We could go to the film festival one, and maybe Ebbe wants to talk about this film festival that was not very advertised, because I think that's interesting. There's a film festival coming where you can win prizes for the best film made entirely in Sansar.
Nice.
And it was really, I don't know if it was not at all advertised or how that worked, but there is a place with some more information. It's called the Lift Off Festival. It should be in the Atlas. But for the YouTube viewers, let's hop around here a little bit and then meet up in 3 minutes. In other words, 3 minutes in the Draxter world is like 5 hours. You know, it's weird. I should be like, you guys probably think I'm on drugs, right? Who no. Raise your arm if you think like I'm constantly stoned or something.
No, you're
his arms.
VR is your drug. VR is your drug.
Cerberus from one German to the next.
You're high on Prim.
I'm high on Prim?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Pixels.
Let's look a little bit around and meet back up. The YouTube audience is comprised of a lot of Second Life folks. Let's see if I can hop over there.
This is kind of wild.
This is a wonderful, wonderful piece. Whoa. Hi, Monster.
Who's over at the lighthouse?
Hi, Muppet. Somebody's on the lighthouse. Wow.
Wow.
We should discuss this art. What do you think, Radioactive?
He's a lovely devil.
It's lovely art.
We are thinking.
What are you thinking about? Hey, Cerberus, do you know that? That's actually that's a commercial for a language school.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? We are thinking. What are you thinking about?
Oh, this looks really nice.
How do you say your name? Cerberus? Cerberus. Is this the world you created, or am I confusing the name with the maker here?
Radioactive, should we hop to the lighthouse?
It's not done by me. It's it was done by
Good luck.
His name is Silas Merlin, and
Silas, yeah.
What a great! He's got such a great name.
He's really prolific in Second Life, so he has a lot of stuff in Second Life. If you look at, he sells a lot of that stuff. So he does oil painting and sculptures. He's from France, yeah.
He's from France.
That's right.
He's a painter.
He's very good. That's right. He sits in the cafes, and then he drinks a little cafe over there, a little bit, and then he drinks a bottle, and then he feels like, oh, there is inspiration just kissed me. I need to oil paint, and then I need to...
Oh no, Jackson sounds like Puppy the
Are you an HMD?
I think you're trying to be elegant, but you sound like Little Skunk from cartoon.
Are you an HMD, Theanine?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
This is so cool. I want to go to more of these.
You're making me.
Yeah.
Sorry you went to the boring meeting last night. I didn't know it was going to be boring.
Yeah, it was kind of boring, but it was okay.
We need to think about a really fun animated show with us, like
the cast is always a ball of fun.
Living at the Draxis, and then we go here, and then we go to France, and then we drink a little bit of wine.
She loves to make people happy.
Who can I mimic? I don't think I can mimic anyone. It's me. CD, do I mock anybody's language? I don't think so. I think
I'm noticing less lag than
I mean, I can make fun of my own. I make fun of my own accent.
There was an update, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
In Europe,
I think it improved it a lot.
These people
it's smoother for me because I was right at the end.
Yeah.
In some of the world.
It is not good. I am trying to be inspired. I need to drink wine and I need to oil paint right now, or I'm going to kill someone. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to the lighthouse.
Okay. Just to the chef.
Here's Ryan. He's the king of the world. Oh yes. He's my day job. Naya's so funny. My day job is actually a chef. But at night I oil paint and I
your last job maybe was a chef, but you never know. I don't believe it.
You know, I think Sansa is not good for my mental health because on Fridays I'm hosting this kind of sort of sober talk show, and then on Saturday it's very infantile and juvenile. But okay,
it's perfect.
Where was this?
Here we go. How do I go up there? Radio is already up there. Please, radio, come down. Please.
I mean all places.
But Radioactive, it's not good to end your life right now. Life is precious for us Muppets. Look, if you end it, it will... No! He did it!
Yay, I made it! I'm special.
Cerberus, I'm special.
I'm special.
Okay.
Don't let anyone tell you different.
I cannot take this anymore. I cannot take it. I want to go back to VR chat. I want to go to high fidelity. I cannot stay here anymore. I'm going to jump. Listen, Naya, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump.
You're not gonna do it.
Why should I stay here? Why is it worth to be here? It is not worth
to be here.
Wait, I have you. I push you off.
Am I still alive?
I don't know, but you do have some glowing halo about your head now. you look ethereal, if nothing else.
Right.
Godly.
Maybe
look at you. It's radiating around that giant orb.
I was meant for something bigger than just this show. I was meant to dominate YouTube. I was meant to be the owner of YouTube. I was meant to have 5 million views. That's what I was meant to.
5 million?
Oh, yes.
What would you do with 5 million? That's a lot of thank you notes at Christmas time. I don't want that kind of responsibility.
Yeah. But what is really funny, like I was at the grocery store here, and there was some kids, and I talked to the kids, and I said, you know, what are you guys doing now? And they said, well, we're making prank videos and we're putting them on YouTube. And then I say, like, yeah, me, like the old man, I have a YouTube channel. And no, but it's funny. And then the kid said, yeah, how many subscribers you got? And I go, like, I don't know, like 9,000. And they go, oh my God, PewDiePie has 5 million. And I go, shit.
Just one question: was you wearing that blue suit when you was talking to the kids?
Yeah, anyway.
Samuel, that's a good question. Yes, I did. And you know what? The day ended in a jail cell, and I still don't know why. But it was a very nice jail cell. And you know what? But also, Cerberus, as you know, in Germany, the cop cars they have very nice leather seats. They're usually BMW 5 Series. So the drive to the jail cell was very comfortable. It was like, you know,
comfortable, yeah.
I absolutely want to be arrested in Germany then.
I think so, Naya. This should be your life goal. Your life goal
This is a life goal now.
Not that crappy Crown Victoria goddamn garbage cars.
You don't have that here. That's an old grandpa car. Nobody has it.
People get arrested and they're like, hey,
how do you get arrested in Germany?
Let's see. You can display. You can display.
I can't tell. I don't have experience with that.
It's very simple.
Good to know.
You can display the swastika on your T-shirt. No, I mean this is
actually.
actually.
Would I do it?
Oh,
is that the lightning bolt or is that the plus sign one?
Well, that's a little-known Austrian person by the name of Adolf Hitler, who killed 6 million Jews, among many others. Had this sign. It's called a swastika or Hakenkreuz.
Yeah, but we have it too then, but we do it differently. It doesn't mean the same thing, I think.
No, but you know what is interesting? I got to tell this quick anecdote. So when I was 17, 18, I played in a regionally well-known heavy metal band. And our vocalist was very active in the anti-fascist scene. So he had a swastika on his, which was crossed out, and it said "fuck the Nazis" on his leather jacket. And one time we were in rehearsal, and he didn't show up to rehearsal. And then he showed up like 3 hours late, and he said, "Oh my God, the cops picked me up." And I said, "Why?" "Well, because he displayed the swastika, although it was crossed out." And he said to the cops, "You know, you're picking the wrong guy. I'm like a total anti-fascist. Look at this thing." And the cop said, "Well, we have to pick you up. We have to bring you in, and we have to file a report." So it's I don't know if they do that anymore. I mean, that was 25 years ago. So.
Well, I hope there's an easier way to get arrested in Germany. I just want to go for a cup car ride because it sounds lovely.
Right. Okay. So here's an easier way. At the Oktoberfest, you take a beer stein and you hit an Australian over the head with the beer stein, then you also get arrested. Oh, wait a minute. You can.
That always works. Yeah. Can't I just walk in someone's yard? In USA, you can just get like picked up for loitering or trespass, like super easy way.
Yeah,
like, go to public park and jump in fountain, and then you get pissed and then lose
or pee in public. That's right. In Germany, I think you can pee in public. You don't get arrested. I don't know.
I don't pee in public.
In worst case, you have to pay money.
Come on, Jackson. Let's do something easy.
Okay, the next show will all be about how can Anaya get arrested in Germany to drive at a nice BMW with nice leather seats and was very well trained and very intellectually superior cops that decide Nietzsche to you.
Exactly, and the show after will be how can we get Naya out of prison, right?
Oh, a jailbreak! I would love a jailbreak. I know a spy. I think someone's good for it. Yeah, there has to be an easier way, like go swim in public park, fountain, and they just be mad for silly reason. I don't want to cause real damage and nothing bad that way. You have to come up with something easier, then I'll do it. Okay, the mission. Point now.
Wait, I'm looking real quick at the YouTube chat here. Ah, yeah, okay. What time is it? Ah, here we go. So let's go to the film fest, which is called Lift Off.
I'm perfectly dressed.
Ready for lift off?
Yes.
Oh. Wait, we have to tell Ebba as well. So if you push in.
I'm flying. Look. I lift off.
And then Chantries can float. Yeah.
Ah, you can copy.
Actually, I didn't realize it looked like that. That's super more cuter than I thought it was.
That escape room thing you mentioned would actually make a really cool experience, like a Samsung version of one of those escape rooms.
Yeah,
this starts to feel like a bad dream, you know? There's a blue puppet, a unicorn,
is that a gator,
a goblin head. What's going on?
You're in it.
Let's go to the other rock.
But it's an interesting use case.
Okay, here comes Drax.
I like those use cases because it pushes the boundary for us to sort of discover.
Of course we are. We're always talking about you.
That's very good.
Everyone's talking about you.
We needed to figure out how Naya can get arrested in Germany.
Yeah, because we want to do a jailbreak in Sansar.
Jailbreak? You know that's in Lizzie's song?
Escape? No, I know that there's escape room though. It's game. Okay.
People on the basically, actually, they call themselves Team Action internally to work on interactivity. And so even just basic stuff that you guys have to jump through massive hoops just to open doors and basic things, they're digging in to make it easier, more exposed to APIs.
And what are their names?
Their names.
Okay, we're gonna go to the Lift Off
I'm gonna let them
Festival.
reveal themselves
I'll
when
see
they
you
want
guys
to.
there.
I'd love to meet them.
Post a link to chat.
Yeah, I keep telling them to jump into Discord and start talking to you guys, but they're like, well, let's first create some value and then we'll hop in. We'll see. But Alex on the product side is...
Ooh, that was close. Amin Turkane says, I want to download SL again. You should. SL is very vibrant. I'm looking at the YouTube stream. Do you guys see that in a little bit blurry? Okay, we're going to the Lift Off Film Festival. Here we go. So this is interesting. So I heard about this through someone who messaged me on Facebook. So the Lift Off Film Festival Global Network. We invite the entire Sansa community to use their ingenuity and creative flair to create their own dramatic content. Okay, much like the output from production studios like Rooster Teeth. For nearly 10 years, the Lift Global Network has screened some of the most exciting, interesting indie content. So you can make a film completely in Sansa. But what is confusing here is that I don't know when this happens. And somebody IM'd me on Facebook and says the festival is happening in April.
Wow, that was really handy. And that was fast too.
Yeah.
Ebbet, do you know anything about this festival?
I know nothing about this.
I don't know.
I don't know that we have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here before.
I think this is
and
probably...
people said that this wasn't official.
I know next to nothing about this as well.
Yeah.
So this might be one of those where, you know, the things Ryan stepped into where it's hard to tell the difference between what's official and not. You know, they're using our logo and stuff. So
I'm assuming your branding guidelines are coming out fairly soon.
Yeah, the team is working on some version internally that's being passed around between marketing and legal to make sure we find the right balance. I've only said that I want to be as permissive as can possibly be possible without creating problems.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what they come out with.
Okay.
So what I heard about this, because somebody messaged me on Facebook, apparently the deadline for this festival is in April. And the point here is that you can submit short films that are entirely made in Sansar. And so here's the website, filmfreeway.com/Sansar Lift Off Film Festival. Maybe you guys want to check that out. I'm submitting a music video, and there's a few people who are on board. Torley is also on board filming. He's going to film a scene. We're going to do a whole bunch of different scenes. And if people are interested, they can IM me directly, and I'll tell you more about that. It's going to be a straightforward music video with a kind of a funny story, and Daisy is in it. And the Gecko is in it, and Theonine is in it. Theonine is going to play a person with an apple as his head and a suit. So yeah. So this is the film festival. Yeah.
Who's behind it?
I have no
Setting this
idea.
up.
The woman who messaged me on Facebook said, "Oh, I got your name from someone. We need a director. We don't have a director." And then I said, "Like, for what?" "Oh, for the Sansar Film Festival. We're submitting something." And then I said, "Well, how do you know?" "Well, we stumbled across the website." And so the person who messaged me is not the organizer. I have no idea who the organizer is.
I've only exchanged one email message with the guy, and he was actually looking for everybody from actors to producers.
But that's got to be the same person. Like I was messaged by a woman, but she was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
like not everybody, but just a few different.
I don't really know the person behind this at all.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, I love the effort.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I mean,
that's good.
We're doing this music video anyways. I wanted to do it for the longest time, and then we're going to submit it here. So It's two birds with one stone. So guys, I'm going to go back to harvest.
I think Theanine is nearsighted.
You know, my dog is too. When your dog is over 12 years old, they don't see well. So, guys, this is a short atlas hopping. I'm gonna.
That's interesting, huh, Ryan?
Oh, Cerberus is destroying the place.
Breaking it.
They made it dynamic. Okay, let's
see
see
more 5-on-5 about going over at Hover Derby.
Yeah, so would I.
Let's destroy this thing.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that crashed me.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Oh, no, it's gone.
Is there more?
There's another one. Yeah, here, this one. Look at me.
The guys are coming back like our super film festival, where it says time when you submit to be determined, place to be determined, deadline to be determined. Wait a minute, somebody destroyed everything to be determined. I mean, come on.
You guys did it.
Yay!
Yeah, you know what?
Naughty.
I'm gonna submit a film where we destroy the place. That's gonna be my short film. It's gonna be very avant-garde. Just random people running around. It's like Japanese avant-garde, right, Naya? Is it? I'm not familiar with.
From the artists to the Abby, and things like that. But the people that are making the world. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
114. 114.
All right.
114.
Okay, guys.
My son has a music thing I have to go to.
Hello, Galen. What you were saying something about Hover Derby?
Oh yeah. It would be nice if people want to help out with doing a high performance test, crash test. See if we can get 5-on-5 at the Hover Derby. That's a possibility now.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Let's do 5-on-5.
All right.
10 minutes though. Don't let me forget the time. Don't let me forget the time. I'm going to be going with lines on my face.
Can someone
With the Oculus line, Jasmine is going like, what is wrong with your face? Well, I don't know. I'm wearing the ski goggles all day long.
The parents are going to be like, what is your problem here? Yeah, it's going to be like that.
Please.
Is
it in the atlas?
Can you type it? I don't think it's in the atlas yet.
Please. Oh, I need this.
So we need it.
We're still keeping it very tight.
Okay. So we need a link in the chat then.
Yeah, and I think we're about ready to put it in. Yes, it's in the chat. I think we're about ready to bring it into beta. Hopefully, in the next few days, we'll have it in the atlas.
Obviously, are super shy.
Okay, see you guys there.
But there's other ones that are great.
When did you go?
And stuff.
Let's
What's
go.
up?
We're going
1, 2, 3, go.
Wait, let me tell the
The
other
person I would recommend that you talk to is Galen, who is very knowledgeable about scripting, and is a good interview as well.
Folks,
great,
real
Galen.
quick, we're going to Hover Derby, which is our upcoming game built by Galen, Jasmine, and I'm just going to be sort of the talking head. I don't have any other talents.
The talking, a huge mouth.
Make sure you post the link to the chat.
It's in the chat. Let's go, and then we do a performance test.
Okay, see ya.
I'm looking through the YouTube chat. Amin, who's watching? Here we go. So,
Are we running already?
all right, guys, don't go in there yet, please. Let's wait for
what's
Galen.
going on?
Let's give Galen the Galen.
Wait a minute.
Let's
Is it
wait
Galen?
for.
Oh, the music sounds like action.
Is it?
So Galen, nothing's happening. I don't see anything.
Say what? I know there are 3 players out there who they're not moving.
Okay, bye-bye.
Interesting. I'll check the...
Wait, who said bye? Ryan, are you going?
That was Thea9 had to go.
Oh, Thea9.
Oh, Thea9.
Okay, Thea9, everybody watching.
Wait a minute. There we go. So what happened? Did you reset it?
Oh, did you lower this? Did you lower this fence? It's easier to see over.
Not yet.
Thank you for making Daisy.
Maybe.
Thea9, thank you for making the gecko.
I don't remember doing
by
that.
the
But
way,
sometimes
Daisy,
there's a magic fairy that does that.
People can buy you on Marketplace, but it's not you. It's a version.
It looks like it's working. I don't see
it's
any
a
errors.
mass-produced version of you. You're still
I'm not for
completely
sale.
unique. That's right.
Can we jump in?
Try.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm unique.
Let's see if we can get 5 on 5 going.
Galen, you're the boss. What shall we do? What are we doing?
I go. Everybody. Well, let's get some more people on blue. We got. We got 3 on 2 right now. Now we got 3 on 3. This is good. Let's get.
Where should I go?
Okay, we got 4 blues out there and 3 reds.
Should I go blue?
Let's get 2 more reds and 1 more blue.
Okay, I'm gonna go blue. There we go. Okay. And last time I played in VR, I'm gonna play in desktop. Oh, Jasmine. See, I was put. Oh, actually, you know what? With the trackpad, it's hard to play. I don't have a mouse. I have a trackpad. Whoa, this is awesome. This is really.
How do you fire?
With the space bar, Ryan. The space bar, space bar, space bar, space bar. Oh, in VR with the trigger. I gotta go in VR. Ryan, if you can't fire, then that means somebody shot you. I gotta go into the zone, Why can't I get into the zone? That's weird.
Wow. We've got a lot of people going. It's awesome.
This is really great. The performance has improved tremendously. Okay, now I should be able to shoot again. Why can't I shoot? I can't shoot either. Am I hit?
Curious why I kept shooting. I can't figure out why it suddenly just started shooting. Got it.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't shoot either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and ask Galen what's happening. So do we still have the URL is not in here. Oops. Ah, crapper. How do I get to the URL? Let's message Galen. Gotta be a glitch with the shooting. Galen, can you give me URL? I need to come back. I can't shoot. Let's see if he gets it. So I am not hit, which is indicated by my blue triangle. If I were hit, oh, now I'm hit. See? Now I have my blue triangle is surrounded with the red triangle. All right, so that works. Yeah, but I can't shoot. Okay, I gotta grab the URL from somewhere else, so I'm going to go back. Let's do that before, and here we go. Oh, it crashed by itself. Sensor has stopped working. Well, that was smooth performance. I don't know why we couldn't shoot. So let's relog. And I am Galen. So this is still on shaky grounds, but it's getting a lot better. The game should open in mid to late March. I think I'm gonna wait for Galen at the Draxies. And I'm actually going to wait here until he sends me the URL. I have it somewhere. Actually, I should have the URL in my private Slack. Where is it? I'm scrolling through. But until he sends the URL, I'm actually going to try something else, which is this here. Oh, this is the UI music. This is very cool. This has been out for a while. Which is this little audio level. This audio mixer. That's fantastic. Ah, it's peaceful, so alone in my world. I think I'm gonna stay here. What does the YouTube audience think? So peaceful. I'm transfixed by my own world. What can I say? And I abandon all my friends. Well, this is close to the tail end of Atlas hopping. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm not going to abandon them. I'm going to go back to Harvest and meet up with them. But I don't see the big point to go back to Hover Derby, which is going to be so awesome. But to give away more, I don't know. We shouldn't do that. No. Let them play. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the people who showed up in all these wonderful costumes. It's absolutely awesome. Thanks, Daisy, for making these wonderful. Stella.
I should get scared, not me, not you.
Stella.
I mean, look at you.
Yeah, so glad to see you here. You know, it's weird. I was thrown out of the Hover Derby beta. Actually, I abandoned all my friends from the Atlas hopping, and here you are. And
okay.
And I don't want to go back there. Does that make me a bad Muppet?
No, not at all. This is very tranquil here.
Right, exactly. I think I need that little quiet. So how have you been?
Good.
Yeah.
I just got in and I saw your login screen. I was like, okay, I can find that. So
that's how you got me.
Yeah. So what's with the Muppet?
Well, the Muppet is made by Ravioli, and I'm completely in love with this Muppet. He actually made a whole bunch of them. You can get them for free on Marketplace. And today I wanted to do a little creature edition where everybody kind of like does a non-humanoid thing. And that's why we created this world here too. It's completely made in Paint 3D. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Did you do this?
I did most of it. The mushrooms are by Daisy, and she made some.
Oh, here's somebody else. Northern Kiara.
Northern Kiara.
Just popped in.
That name rings a bell. But do you see this big doodle Drax there in the back there? That's all I made that. I doodled that.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
And so I think this is an important milestone because I'm not a 3D modeler, and a lot of people, as you know, Stella from Second Life, are a little bit apprehensive.
Hesitant.
And they're discouraged because they feel they can't do anything. So, and I'm going to make a instructional video with Vasai, who helped me with the Blender workflow. It's really straightforward. Everybody can do this. And Paint 3D is a free tool which is amazingly powerful and very quick and very intuitive. I made all these trees and all the picket fence, and it was so much fun. It was like working with Prims. And look at this path. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not. I shouldn't say it's like. The difference, obviously, is that I don't do it in world, right? I do it in.
It's as easy as doing it with Prims.
That's what I mean. Yeah. The intuitive feel that you don't have to, that you don't have to be a mathematician if you want to draw a picture. That is what Paint 3D really does. You just draw on the canvas.
And was the upload process as easy as creating it?
Yes. There's 2 intermediate steps. One is to unwrap the UV in Blender, so you have to go through that process.
Okay, so you need Blender done.
Right. To go directly from Paint 3D does not work, but what I am really determined now is to maybe make Linden Lab aware that Paint 3D is such a powerful tool, and if they can find a workflow, or maybe partner with Microsoft, or give them a call that they can add that, because I think that would be a total winner, and that would bring in so many people.
And not just for Sansar, but for 3D in general.
Oh, somebody pointed out I'm pointing towards my groin earlier, which I don't. I'm sorry. There's something weird with this Muppet. It's work in progress. No, not just for Sansar. Exactly. It's I mean, I don't know. This is a visual aesthetic that I love so much. I mean, this is just for me. This is so satisfying. By the way, this portal was also made by Daisy, so not everything was made by me.
Oh, sorry. I'm having a hard time turning in desktop. Ah, okay.
And look at this path. Okay. Look at how crappy this path is. It's like...
it's like real.
It's like if I were to build a real house, if I were to build a real path around my real house, it
would look like this.
Exactly. And here you can play beach ball. We can play if you want.
Okay, but I'm in desktop. It's a bit slower in desktop.
Can you grab it with the desktop here?
Yeah, I can grab it.
Yeah, I throw it to you. Oops.
Don't make me catch it. That's not gonna happen. Where did it go? There's another one there.
You take this one.
No. Forgot about the controls here. What do I do? Here it is.
There you got it, yeah. Now run.
You can walk around with it.
You can run and then double tap and then run to the goal. Here's the goal. And throw it in the goal.
This is the goal of the next one.
I'm the goalie here. Look, I'm the goalie. You have to get it past me.
Oh god, I'm so bad at games.
Oh, trust me, I'm worse. You know what?
I get past you. You're as big as the goal.
You got it past me. You go past me. Okay. Oh no!
Oh yeah! Score!
See, that's how bad I am. Actually, my big trauma is whenever I am at some social event, because men always the icebreaker is usually something sports related, and so you're like not that I go to a lot of parties, but if I were to, then or if I did, or if I sometimes do, or some sort of events, then somebody says, "How about that game, huh?" And I always go like, "What do you mean? Right. What game?"
Mm-hmm.
And they look at me like, "What?
Like you just were born."
Yes. Like, what? The game? Didn't you watch the game?
How can you not know? From what rock did you just crawl under?
Yeah. Or how about that fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Ugh. Oh, I lost 10 YouTube viewers that now don't watch me anymore because I'm not a man's man. I'm
really?
sorry. No, I'm kidding. Look, I don't wanna make fun of people who enjoy sports. That's not my point. My point is that I feel uncomfortable sometimes in these situations, because then I don't have I have different interests. Yeah.
Virtual interests.
Yeah, but also real, really, really virtual.
Okay.
They're virtually real.
So where's the rest of the gang? They're not coming here?
They're all gone over at Hover Derby.
Okay.
Which is a new game that we're building.
Yeah, I saw it.
And I just couldn't shoot, and there's a glitch with the shooting, so I figured I'm gonna go away, and then I'm gonna come back. But then I was here, and then I met you, and.
But Hover Derby is not yet in the Atlas, correct?
No. It's not in the Atlas, and that's why I have the URL somewhere.
Okay.
Actually, I probably have it in our Slack channel. Wait, I'll post it. I'm looking in my channel here.
The mountains look like Nutella.
Yeah, they're very nutritious. Isn't it funny that Nutella was and still is marketed as something healthy? I mean, I remember that from my childhood.
Serious?
It's so absurd, yeah. I mean, because nuts are very healthy.
Nothing. Well, nuts is... Yeah, but how many nuts are in a jar of Nutella?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of sugar so that the nuts feel, they don't feel so alone in there. There's gotta be some company for the nuts.
I think they'll be in the minority in a jar.
Oh, God, I'm looking for the URL here.
But the mountains look delicious.
Yeah. Yummy Paint 3D mountains. Well, Galen is not responding, and Jasmine had to go. And I have to wrap up the show tight today. So let's just end this show, and I'll give you the last word. If you would like
the last word.
Yeah,
okay.
Like what? Where are we? Oh, wait. Silas is saying on the YouTube channel that in my left pocket is the URL. No, that's not true. In my left pocket. We visited Silas. So tell me, where are we at with virtual reality? Is it happening, or is it just gonna? Are we just never gonna have any more other than you and me?
I think this experience is promising. Up to now, everything looks gorgeous and beautiful, and quite impossible for the regular player, let's say, to make, which could be very, it's not really encouraging, especially if you open a program like Blender. I mean, where do you start?
Exactly.
But looking at this is quite promising. I think maybe you could emphasize a little bit more on the normal user, and
that's you're making. And sorry to interrupt you, but you're really speaking my mind. I feel with this show, it's a little bit. That's a dilemma that I find myself in now, and I talked with Strawberry about this too, because we do highlight some of these sort of, very polished things, but my heart is with the person who feels that, a person that has a lot of creativity bottled up inside, but never really had the opportunity to let it out. They were maybe discouraged in school, or they couldn't go to maybe a design school, and so.
And there are a lot of them.
Yep.
I mean, look at Second Life and how many people are making things. Even, like creating your own little island. No matter how good or bad it looks, you're creating it.
Well, I mean, again, and interestingly enough, I mean, that's kind of the stated goal of Linden Lab, to kind of bring these people in. But then again, and I don't want to criticize them, and Ebbe has said as much. He said, we're now in creative beta, we're trying to court the creators, and now we're going more towards the general public. But I think in order to go to the general public, there needs to be a push that makes them understand that they can do stuff. They can
actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you open Blender, you're just like, okay, never mind, close it, and quick. And looking at all apart from the fact that all the experiences are gorgeous and beautiful, it's getting a bit boring in my mind also, because it's a bit too beautiful.
That's my the tongue-in-cheek Atlas description of this experience says, I'm trying to, what did I write? Like, trying to combat the impending coup by the sci-fi dystopia polished experiences.
Okay. Yeah, too polished. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times can you say, "Oh yes, gorgeous. Oh yes, beautiful," and that's about all you can say about it? Because for now we cannot do anything else.
Well, that's gonna come, and it's I love that genre as much as the next guy, but again, it really goes back to what you said. It's about really kind of opening up to people and saying, this is for me if I want to create. But on the other hand, and this is a good point too, I remember an interview that I did with Björn from Linden Lab, and he said, they have data, they have statistics. The fact of the matter is that very, very small percentage of people actually does stuff. The rest is just buying stuff. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But that is since the Mesh period happened in Second Life.
Yeah,
and
but
people were creating more.
But Stella, you're talking about this small microcosm. Second Life is not the world. They want to go big. Linden Lab wants to go big. And
but Second Life was big one time.
But they want to go huge.
Huge? Okay.
Yeah.
Then they need to do something.
Well, my answer is always that I think that people can make that leap if you encourage them. So this is a complex problem. This is not, Linden Lab can't solve that. I see this as a societal issue where people just get discouraged, and it's just like they're worn down, and at some point they give up and say, I'm gonna just relegate myself to just consume stuff that others make for me. But Second Life was and still is revolutionary in that sense, and Photoshop to some extent too, and other tools that and Paint 3D, frankly. Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
Here's Daisy. Do you know Daisy?
Hello.
I think so, yeah.
Hi, Stella.
Daisy looks a little bit different today.
Yes, I do.
Daisy, are the others mad that I just left?
Yeah, I think everyone got a bit lost. I managed to get into Harvest, amazingly, and Ebbe was there.
What, they went to Harvest?
Well, Ebbe was there, and one or two others. That was all.
What, they went to Harvest?
I'm not sure. Well,
Safia, you gotta mute your mic. Mic check. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Quickly, come with me. Come with me, friends. Oh, this is hilarious with that delay. Come here. Tell Safia to mute her mic. Come. And friends, that was the end of the Draxes family.
Hello.
Hello. Once upon a time. Oh, Safia, you gotta mute that mic. Hello. Once upon a time.
This is so trippy.
Safia, you gotta mute that mic. Safia, you gotta mute that mic.
Once upon a time. This is so trippy.
Safia, you gotta mute that mic. We have to run away from Safia. Quickly, come with me. Come with me. Oh God, Safia, go away from me! Safia, go away! Hey Galen, I had to leave because I couldn't shoot, and I sent you a message because I couldn't find the URL.
You know what? That was actually, all things considered, great. There was a bit of
The performance was great, yeah.
Yeah, the frame rate never dropped, it never crashed. I'll deal with the script lag.
Galen, this is really awesome.
Oh God, Safia, you gotta mute your mic. Can somebody text to
Safia, please?
To Safia, please.
Safia,
I was still like. Safia, mic check. Old school, German, hip hop. I am German, and I make hip hop. All right, I don't have a future in hip hop. Safia.
All right, I am.
Galen,
let's go over here to the boat.
And I'll ask you a few questions. Come here. Here to the soccer field. This is so funny. She follows us.
Yeah.
Look, they're running over there. So Galen, so this was cool. So it was 5 against 5, right?
Yeah, and it didn't get a frame rate drop.
That's awesome.
I was impressed.
And the flags also changed, I guess, when you were shot, because I went to the safe zone. I used the wrong terminology. Mm-hmm. What is the correct terminology, Galen?
Right, the safety zone. Did you notice the little triangle then gets a highlight showing that you're captured?
And that's brilliant. And so even without me shooting, I got shot and I got refreshed, so that worked. But the shooting didn't work. That was the only thing.
The shooting probably would have worked had you pulled the trigger and held it. It's just as a long delay.
Yeah, it was a huge lag or something.
Look at that. Someone's running up on top of an invisible something.
Huh? How is that possible? I didn't put that in there. What the hell? Hello?
I need my wings. Who is this?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? Is the way up there?
Is the way up there?
Are you my queen? Hello? Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Oh, another one.
What is it?
Okay. Hey, what is this thing?
What are you standing on?
I don't know.
Oh my God,
this might be platform.
This might be the collision mesh of my head.
Level.
My head.
It's level.
My head is over there. It's actually a whole body that I put into photogrammetry. Oh God, I'm going crazy. This is funny. Safia, you closed your mic. Thank you.
There's a wall here. There's a
Yay.
diagonal wall.
You can actually TP up here, Drax.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't walk forward from here. There's
Hey,
a wall.
Daisy, did you do this?
I hope not.
Daisy, you did it because let me give this shout out to Daisy again. Daisy made the beach balls over there and the soccer goals, and you can play it, and it's really awesome. And she made the snails and she made the mushrooms. And Daisy, please put them on the marketplace. I think
these are great.
This is an aesthetic that is so. I mean, I'm very partial to this. I'm so happy here. I feel like this is awesome. And again, the larger goal is here to make really fun little skits. I'm going to write some skits. We used to do a show in Second Life called Fluffy on a Mission, which was a comedy machinima show. But now we can do so much more, obviously, with real-time body tracking. So we can really do this. I think, Daisy, you did this. You ruined my experience.
We can do Sansar Tubbies now.
Yeah, Sansar Tubbies.
Hey, Drax, I made you a mushroom. It's a Smurfy shroom, and it's free on the shop.
Oh, I got to go get it. That's what
I made it just for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you did not tell me. I'll bring it in here right away after the show. That's awesome.
It should match perfect, too.
You can kind of survey the size of this by using your teleport pointer. Just wave it around. You can wave your pointer around, and you can see where all it goes. It's pretty big, this surface.
You know, whoever did this, probably Daisy. And again, I'm not blaming you because.
I'm getting all the blood.
Hey, wait a minute, Galen. You know, I said earlier also. You know, this is just I just started with this idea again. The purpose here was to prove that with Paint 3D, and I hope that Linden Lab gets this message, because I think Paint 3D, if they create a workflow that is intuitive, this would bring in so many people who otherwise would feel, you know, I can't create anything. But the point is, Galen, you need to work on a camera switching script, because if I can stage little things here, if I can stage in real time like a theater play, and I can film this from different angles, I can film it like a sitcom. And I can actually, you know, there's two possibilities. One, you film it and then you edit it tight, or you actually do live performances and you do like a live sitcom.
Yeah, let me think on that, because I had the similar idea that on one hand I want to do that for Hover Derby.
Right,
on the other,
we need to do that too. Yeah,
I could commercialize something like that.
Yep. I think that would be huge, because people will start making films. One of the big subcultures, not only in Second Life but in any game, is machinima. By the way, I encourage everyone to Google Oli Biff, which is a French machinima maker who does stuff in World of Warcraft. He's amazing. But the point is, I started with machinima in Second Life, and that's my passion is machinima. So if I had a camera switching system here, I could imagine a total sitcom. You know, the Draxies. It's basically like Married with Children, but the Drax version, right? So like I live in that house, and I come out, and like my wife's like, "Hey, you didn't clean up the," and she has a German accent, of course. Like it's like, "You did not clean the dishes. What's going on, Drax?"
Drax, I've tried to do a little machinima here, and the camera is so jerky and hard.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you have VR mode? A couple things for you.
Did you see the videos that sorry to step on you, Galen, but I gotta say this. As a machinima maker, this is a total dream how smooth this camera is. I've done like, I don't know, I've done 200 machinima something in Second Life. I've only done 5 here, the official Sanser videos, but it's so smooth. This is awesome.
It's smooth?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
How do you get it smooth? Because when I move my mouse, everything kind of jerks.
Oh, I don't see that jerkiness. I see it smooth too. Maybe it's your computer.
Really?
Oh, it's incredible. This is incredible.
I got an incredible computer. Maybe it's my mouse. I have a trackball.
No, you shouldn't film like that. No, but you shouldn't film like that. You have to do different things. Like if you watch
another suggestion too.
If you watch the video that I made for Lost, from the first one of the testimonial series, that's done in VR. We jumped up. I mean, there's a little trickery to it. I'm not afraid of giving it away. I mean, we just jumped on things and we just used the steering, and then I cut in between desktop mode. Desktop is super smooth. You just use the arrow keys and you do tracking shots. But if you want to do rotating stuff, you can totally do that by just, walking. Like this.
Oh, I got you. So just kind of stay away from the mouse.
I'll show you. I mean, another trick you can use too is to
look on YouTube right now.
VR mode. If you, if you can get a head-mounted display, you should be able to capture from the screen, provided you have the preview on.
Hello.
And then, then it's just a matter of having the discipline not to just look around.
Sure. How
you
are
just
you?
have to move your head slowly.
What is this? We're walking in air.
Yeah, give those things a try. Cool.
It's Daisy's fault.
You gotta not do things like move your head.
But here's the funny thing.
It's Drax's fault, I'm sure.
The funny thing is you can walk under it.
Yeah,
you can actually walk under it, and yet you can walk on top of it. Like, that is really weird.
But why are we on top of it? It makes no sense. I created this wonderful world, and all you guys are doing is standing around.
Oh, it's awesome. Hey, Galen, Drax.
Yes?
Where'd he go?
I'm gone. Hello.
I don't know where the edge of it is.
Hey, how do we get down? Now we can't get down anymore.
I haven't figured out how to get down.
There's a wall that it's funny, but you can. It's like a box in the air.
Right.
That's what it is. It's like some kind of box in the air. It's really weird.
I think it's a collision mesh of some item. Probably my.
Yeah. Because you can't. The thing is, you can walk under it. I was walking under you guys.
Yeah, but
so it doesn't go.
Hey, Drax.
Yes. Sorry. I'm just trying to get down. Yes, go ahead. Yes, your question.
Hey, so I'm making all of my cartoony stuff free in the shop. Feel free to grab it. It looks like some of it will match perfectly in here.
I love your stuff, and no offense, but this needs to be the Draxy world. I totally love your stuff, and this is an awesome strategy that you have with that stuff and that style. And I will grab it, and I will tell everybody about it. But this Draxy world needs to. This is a proof of concept that I can do a world with my extremely limited childlike second grade type skills.
Well, cool.
In an aesthetic that I like with Paint 3D only. And with Vasai.
That's cool. I love it.
Vasai helped me optimize it. Vasai devised a quick Blender workflow. And again, please remind me that we need to do a tutorial video, because when people can do this, this is the people that I speak for. I speak for the people who want to create and who are now really kind of a little bit apprehensive to enter this world. And why are they apprehensive? Because of you. Because of you. Because of you. Because you guys are so... You and your damn polished things that you make. Defend yourself, O creator. Ah! Ow! Ow! Look! He can only respond with violence. He has no argument left.
Violence!
My only defense is 99% of my scenes are nothing but cubes because I write scripts. So they're Draxy. Mine are really basic. All the scenes I've made, they're all cubes. Except for my dock.
That's
and
great.
There's nothing there either. So there's just a dock and some land. That's it. So see, there are some people who do really simple things.
You know, I think my definition of art may differ from other people, possibly. Let's go back to Harvest, please. How do we get out of here, though? How do we get down? Can we walk to the edge?
We
don't.
The best bet is to teleport. I couldn't find a way down.
This is the most hilarious little weird glitch that ever happened.
This is like a spectator's platform to look at the Draxies.
That's right, a magical platform. You could call it an Easter egg. Can anybody find the magic?
Wait a minute, this is a good idea. If we do like a live version of the Draxies, you know...
The spectators can be up here.
Yeah.
I don't even know how'd y'all get up here? You just warped up and...
Well, somebody...
I was first. I found it first. I don't know how I got up here. I was trying to get to where y'all are, and I warped. And boom, next thing I knew, I was up here.
Okay, I'm gonna type the URL in here.
Found a teleport thing. You know, Drax, if you had the Reflex console, we could type our way down. We could actually teleport.
I need to implement that, Galen. I'm gonna go shopping right now.
Invite people too. Yeah.
Whoa! Now I'm looking at enchant and okay. So Daisy, you are the only person who has the Doodle Drax, by the way. The Doodle Drax will not be put on Marketplace. You're the only one who has this Doodle Drax. I mean, again, I have to wrap up the show. Let's go back to Harvest real quick. But I want to say, like, making this was so incredibly satisfying, and it was a feeling that I had when I first came into Second Life, and it was really wonderful for the first time. Just to make this import this Doodle Drax. I'm gonna go and go back to the beginning of this experience. Silas Merlin is watching. He missed us going to his world. Silas really fantastic. Oh crap! This happened again. Okay, so two things that we learned for the Draxy's world is. Make the teleporter too close. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, wait a minute, the Draxies are also listed in the atlas. Alright. The spawn point is too close to the teleporter. And we need to determine what that weird... Let's go away from the teleporter. Hello, friends. Galen is walking backwards too. Okay, how do we go back to harvest? Do you remember? This looks so funny when you run backwards.
So the upcoming event still shows Atlas hopping, so you could get back that way.
Ah, no. I want to go the way where... I know the way. Do you know the way? I know the way.
What, we have to run into his face?
This is just magic.
When you put it that way.
Do you know the way? The way is through my face.
Back to harvest. Aha. Oh, he's gonna eat us.
Oh, I'm scared.
I want to have this
That's
animated.
creepy.
That's my real face. I did that with Photogrammetry app on an iPhone.
I ain't going nowhere.
I'm just inside it.
Oh, does it not work?
Yeah, it didn't
No.
work before either. Tested it.
God, Sans are such crap. I'm gonna leave and go to the art shed. What is this crap? Alright, let's go. Let's go to the. Let's go to the app.
Terrible.
Oh, I've been eaten. I've been eaten.
Who has been eaten? Ah, goddamn, this is the. Oh, I know why it's not working. I gotta fix this right after. Long show again, but fun. Super fun. Super many different. God, I'm spent today. Oh, Enchantress, I cannot look away.
It's adorable. I love
really
it.
Amazing.
She made one for males too.
I gotta get it. Okay, I have to keep in mind what I all need to get. I need to get the cartoon stuff. So let's do a post-mortem real quick and down here where we all congregate. Down here in the studio, the performance has improved. And that was an awesome show. Well, thanks for watching on the YouTubes, on the Twitches, on the Periscopes, and I don't know what else. Please let me know if you had issues with the if there were dropouts, because we're still using Restream, which pipes it out to all these different platforms, and some people have reported issues of audio dropouts, and also sometimes disconnected streams. Hello, I'm down here, folks. Hello. So we're gonna wrap it up, and next week we have another Atlas hopping, but in 2 weeks Jeremy Balanson will be here in the basement. Jeremy Balanson, author of this book, which did I just drop it? No, here it is. Of Infinite Reality, and also a book called Experience on Demand, which I don't have yet. And I don't have it in real life either. Enchantress, come here. Come here to the podcast studio.
I'm coming.
So Enchantress, you have the last word. And then I'm going to cut the stream.
Ooh, I don't know what to say.
Okay, that's it. Goodbye.
Bye. Here's Ari.
Well, thank you guys for coming, and it's really absolutely a highlight of my week. It's wonderful. Are you guys still excited about Social VR, or is Social VR already the 3D television of 2018?
I'm excited about it. I'm getting a headset soon.
Daisy?
Yeah, well,
are you going
of course
to listen?
I'm not actually technically in VR at the minute, but it's still good on the desktop.
But Daisy, are you going to list those mushrooms on Marketplace?
Yeah, I will. I promise.
Okay.
I'll do them.
Amber, what are you
later
working on? Last words before we cut the stream?
Yep, just thanks for having me.
Amber is just working on stuff. And Amber, let us know. If you let us know like 5 days in advance, we can do like an exclusive on the show. And then we, if you're willing to open whatever you have, like, you know, time it with when we stream it. I think that we did that with Sergio's Orphanate of Angels. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was neat, huh? I got some new stuff that might come around later on.
Yeah, take your time and just let us know. Strawberry will be back next week. Next week the show is called Drax versus Barry. There's going to be a lot of weird games where it's either I die or you die or whatnot. If anybody wants to join the making of the music video, just I Am Me. That's in the calendar. We have the Facebook group, 114 Harvest. And what else? Oh yeah, Jeremy Balanson is coming, and every other Friday is going to be the new Drax Files Radio Hour Sansar edition with some high-profile guests. If you, dear viewer, have an idea of who we should book, this could be anybody from the field of VR or digital culture. Also have Richard Bartle scheduled, the designer of the first MUD multi-user dungeon, and also some very, very high-profile novelists whose names shall not be named. They're all scheduled, and ooh, it's so exciting. So now, my final word before I cut the stream: please go to Marketplace and
grab the mushrooms.
grab the mushrooms. Daisy has to list them first. But,
yeah, I'll put them up soon.
But while Daisy is listing them, and while you're on the Marketplace, you can grab Ravioli's wonderful puppet, this Dragster puppet, or there's a bunch of... there's actually also Daisy. We saw her earlier. There's a Daisy puppet. And also Daisy Theanine version is also on the Marketplace, and blah, 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 and this and that, and that's it. And I'm going to cut the stream. Oh, I'm going to take the headset off. And I'm going to cut the stream, and I'm going to say thank you for watching, goodbye, and thank you, Silas, for making wonderful things, and